and it's another team that's
Well, here,
transitioning.
listen to this, okay? Listen to this. I'm saying that because they're playing teams like Florida Atlantic, UAB, Tennessee, Kentucky, uh, Vanderbilt, Furman, a team called Furman, and a dumpster fire in Florida State.
Nah, no, Florida State. They're going to be decent this year, but they're still going to be way better than Florida.
Oh, I don't
They're
think
not a
so.
dumpster fire. They're actually favorites to win the ACC because they
Whatevs.
got that what is his name, like EJ Manuel or something like that, that backup quarterback behind Ponder. He's supposed to be really good.
Okay.
But we'll talk about that.
Well, yeah, we'll talk about that later on another episode of the score.
Yeah,
I do have Florida Gators finishing 9-3. I have them losing to Alabama, LSU, and South Carolina.
that's
I
really
have them winning
stretching it.
6 games.
Yeah, 6 games is where I'd max out at 8. Just because it's a transition year for Florida. Look, they're transitioning from an option offense to a pro style offense. That is incredibly hard.
That's true. I didn't necessarily take that into consideration, but still, it doesn't take away from the fact of who I have winning the East.
That's true. That's
The
true.
South Carolina Gamecocks.
I would think that it's either them or Georgia.
Denver, Georgia. I have South Carolina finishing 10-2.
Whoa,
Um,
See where I have South Carolina. Um,
10-2. That's really putting them up there, man.
well,
I have
yeah, but
South.
like that's
They're,
another argument that I had. They're better than Georgia. I think, and they're
that
better
is
than
true. Like,
Kentucky.
because the East is just so weak this year. Whoever wins the
Yeah.
East is not going to win the SEC.
Oh, for sure. And see,
Carolina.
I have them losing to. I mean, like they don't have very many really hard SEC West teams to play. Like they have two hard SEC West teams. That's Mississippi State and Arkansas.
Yeah.
And they have like Citadel and
Well,
Georgia.
everybody in the conference has these chump games like Citadel.
Yeah, I know, but I'm just saying like South Carolina. Okay, let me. Every East game South Carolina has, I think they're better than that team. That's what I'm saying. What I'm saying.
I don't know.
That's true.
Honestly, I have Florida beating South Carolina because I think Florida's going to have one big game that they win, and that's going to be against South Carolina.
Well, how do you have? What do you have
That's a
South
weird
Carolina
prediction.
finishing?
That's a really weird prediction.
I don't know. It's just like the, like I said, it's not even. It's
What do
not
you have
even
them finishing?
football season yet. That's just one of those gut feelings that you get. I mean, we can't really make accurate predictions. So,
Yeah. Well, what do you have them finishing? I want to know.
oh, South Carolina.
Yeah.
Oh, 8-4.
8-4.
8-4. Well, I mean, they are going to be. I think they are going to be the best team in the East. But if Steven Garcia doesn't play, they might take a step back because Connor Shaw has
Yeah.
little playing time.
I made this in the thought that Steven Garcia is coming back. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I mean, if I don't know why they're letting him come back. He's been in trouble more times than.
Well, apparently he's not in very good relationship with Steve Spurrier.
Yeah, but Steve Spurrier let him come back.
Yeah, but I mean, ever since he got there's always been a news story about how they don't like each other.
Yeah,
You know.
that's true. That's true.
But yeah, I have South Carolina winning the East. Do you guys?
I agree with that.
You think they would win the East?
I think they
Like-
will win the East like last year and then get spanked in the SEC championship.
Oh yeah, they're gonna get spanked by the team that I'm gonna tell you. Okay, so Tanner, any other further input on the East because we're moving on to the West?
But
Carolina.
they do have some
I know
ups.
I had South Carolina having an 8-4 record. They probably still. I mean, that's just the way things turned out when I looked at the schedule. But still, I mean, if you just look at it, they probably have the biggest chance of winning the East. Just
Yeah,
Um,
I think so too. Mainly because of the dynamic duo in Alshon Jeffrey and Marcus Lattimore.
Yeah, that's it. I said, I mean, look at that. Alshon Jeffrey's the best receiver in the SEC, hands down. It's Alshon Jeffrey, and then there's maybe Greg Childs at 2.
yeah,
And
that's,
then-
Childs.
Yes.
yeah.
Oh,
Well,
okay.
who
Oh.
do you think's better than Greg Childs?
No, I thought you were talking about I thought we were still on South Carolina. So I was
We
conf-
are. I'm saying Alshon Jeffrey's the
You're
best
saying
receiver.
Chuck was
No. I meant I thought you were saying Greg Childs is South Carolina's number 2 receiver. I was really
No.
confused.
I said Alshon Jeffrey's the best receiver in the SEC because he is.
Yeah.
And then I said I said there's Alshon Jeffrey and everyone else. I said maybe the only one that could probably contest that
Joe
is Greg
Adams.
Childs. Greg
Not
Childs,
Joe Adams, the bigger playmaker.
but Greg Childs is gonna be better, I think.
Joe Adams is a better athlete, but Greg Childs is a better receiver overall.
Joe
Yeah.
Adams is the playmaker. He's the Devin.
Joe Adams can do We'll talk about that when we get to Arkansas. Okay.
But yeah, that's. I do think they win East. I put right here win East. So.
Yeah, and Marcus Lattimore's just gonna get better.
Yeah.
And he was super good last year.
He's not as good as Adrian Peterson. I don't like those. I don't like those comparisons because
I don't
he's
either.
not as explosive as him.
No, he's not. Okay, moving to the West. At the bottom of the West, I have the the Rebels of Ole Miss, the Rebels of Oxford.
2 wins.
Let's see what I have them at. Ole Miss.
2 wins.
Ole Miss.
I have them finishing 5-7.
That's way too many wins, especially for the West.
I have them at 4-8.
No, well, dude, I don't have them winning. I have them winning one West game.
Oh.
I have Ole Miss 4-8.
Okay,
I have them winning one conference game.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I only had.
Okay, yeah, 5-7. That works.
Okay.
Well, they do play BYU.
Yeah.
BYU is actually not going to be bad next year. Like
No, they're not.
They actually have they could beat Texas also.
Yeah, they could. I see what I kind of thought was, last year Ole Miss came out in their very first game and got embarrassed, absolutely embarrassed.
Yeah, but remember who was their quarterback, man? They had Jeremiah Masoli.
Yeah, I know they did. Well, I know, but what I'm saying is they're going to come out in this first game. I think Houston Nutt's actually the best thing about Houston Nutt, we can hate on him all we want, but he can actually get players up for a game. Best example
get
of
players
that.
up for one game, yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's why I think they're going to win against BYU.
That's true.
I mean,
They don't want to be.
Houston Nutt is the kind of guy that can really get you to believe something. He can sit there and tell you you're better than this team, even though you're crap. You know.
Oh, yeah.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true.
I mean, he is known for lying.
I have them beating BYU, but then again, I think the only other game that they're going to win in the SEC is against. Let me look right here. Is Vanderbilt?
Yeah. See,
Only I have them beating.
here's the one note I put on Ole Miss on my notes right here. I put, other than they have 16 returning starters, is as long as Nutt is there, they won't progress. Like the program's not going to get any better. They're not going to start winning more games or anything just because Houston Nutt is there. I never thought he was a very good coach.
Join the club, bro.
Join the club.
Okay, the next team I have, and you guys are probably going to hate on me for this, but I say 5-6 wins, Auburn Tigers.
No, I have them at 4 or 5 wins.
You do?
I have them at,
Look, they have 7 returning starters. That's the lowest in the country.
Yeah, I have my official call on them is 5-7.
5-7.
I have them 8-4.
5.
8-4.
Tanner,
Yeah.
What?
why are
The
we letting
heck?
you put predictions in here?
Okay, dude, it's my opinion. It's not.
Yeah, I know it's your opinion.
Come on.
Well, who do you have them beating, man? Crap.
I know, man. Hold on, Tanner. Is everything you're doing like gut feeling, or do you have something back this up?
I mean, I can't say until I see the first game of the season played. I mean,
That's true.
nobody.
But
No.
these are
Yeah, I know.
preseason, man.
But
Exactly.
you think do you think they're going to beat a team like Mississippi State or South Carolina?
I don't know. I did this I made these predictions about 2 hours ago.
Yeah, we
It's
made all of ours
like-
2 hours ago.
I know, but what I'm saying is, don't be mad just because I don't agree with your opinion. This is mine. I mean,
Okay, Tanner. Now that you're on your soapbox, let's just explain to me why you think they're going to go 8-4. That's what I want to hear.
just because, I mean, they still have skilled players. They still have good players. They had a good recruiting class. They're not going to have a bad season. They're not going to have anywhere near a season as last year, but they're not going to have a bad one. That's just me.
Tell me, okay?
Can you tell us why at least?
Yeah,
I just said they. I
of
mean,
those
they still
7
have-
starters, you tell me who's going to make a difference.
I mean, I think Michael Dyer would make a difference.
Yeah, it's Michael Dyer and
Michael Dyer, and then there's everyone
and
else.
their Talboy,
Yeah.
man. That's
And
the only
plus they
guys
have-
coming back.
They've had 2 good recruiting classes in a row. So they're not going to have a bad season, but it's not going to be anywhere close to last year's. Don't even dream of that. Don't even.
No. I didn't even dream about that last year. I mean,
I'm gonna admit we both of us we thought they were gonna have a good season. We didn't. They went off the charts with the good season thing, man. They took it and ran with it.
I said yesterday that they're the best example of the saying the best defense is a good offense.
Hey, sorry, I'm looking at my list. I was looking at the wrong team. I have Auburn going 7-5.
They and Oregon.
7-5.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry, I was looking at the wrong team.
Oh, okay,
Okay.
that's.
But still, I think that's still stretching it.
I
But
do too
I don't
because
know.
a team to return 7 starters and
that doesn't sound as crazy as 8-4, though.
it
So
doesn't. I mean, it's one less win, but I mean, in the SEC, and you have 3 guys that played that started games
in the
last
toughest
year.
division
Yeah.
I mean, this division is seriously good this year. I mean, that's where I'm going to move on to this next one because you got this big jump from. I have Auburn going 5-7, and then I have Mississippi State winning 9 games.
That is exactly where I put him. 9 or 10.
Yeah.
I mean,
9-3.
Hold on.